Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Since this video has been deleted, so again I am making this video, that is for the derivation of the Clausius-Mosottis relation. Just try to watch this video after the local electric field at an atom. Since I have already discussed this portion, so I am not going in brief detail on the local electric field at an atom. So basically the local electric field is the total internal electric field if a dielectric slab is inserted between the two parallel plate capacitor, that is the two parallel plate charged capacitor, then the total internal electric field you may say, that is E local field equal to E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. For this E represents the electric field between the two charged plate capacitor. So in today's class we will see the Clausius-Mosottis relation derivation. Let us consider the capital N, that is the number of molecules per unit volume, and alpha with the molecular polarizability. So now the total polarization. So since this polarization, it depends on the electric field, that is P is directly proportional to the electric field applied. So we can write this is equal to your P equal to N into alpha into E localized field. And this alpha is nothing but your molecular polarizability, and N is the number of molecules per unit volume. Now this electric, that is the localized electric field, you know the localized electric field for an atom equal to E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. So simply if you substitute this value here, this will be P equal to N alpha into E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. Now simply by taking this N alpha into P by 3 epsilon naught term to the left hand side, this will be P taking common, this will be 1, for this term this will be 1, minus this will be N alpha divided by 3 epsilon naught. So this will be N alpha divided by 3 epsilon naught, that will be equal to N alpha into E. Okay. Again I can write this P will be equal to N alpha E divided by this total term. Okay. So this is basically the polarization. Now also we know the electric displacement vector, we can write this is equal to epsilon naught E vector plus P vector, or this P vector can be written as equal to D minus epsilon naught E. From this relation I can write D will be equal to, P equal to D minus epsilon naught into E vector. If I will divide this electric field, that is E vector, throughout this equation, now this will becomes P by E will be equal to, this will be D by E minus this E get cancelled, this will be minus epsilon naught. Okay. Again we can write this D by E, this is nothing but your epsilon, because we can write also D will be equal to epsilon E. So in this case we can write this D by E is nothing but your epsilon, and this one is your epsilon naught. So this will be epsilon minus epsilon naught. Or again we can write, in place of epsilon I will write epsilon naught into epsilon r. Let me solve this. This is your P divided by E, that is equal to D by E, all these are your vectors, minus epsilon, because E get cancelled. This D by E is nothing but your epsilon. So I can write this will be epsilon minus epsilon naught. Again in place of epsilon I will write this is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r, and this is your minus epsilon naught. Taking epsilon naught common, this will be epsilon r minus 1. So this P by E is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1. So you can write here P equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1 into E. So this is your polarization. So here this P equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1 into E. Now if you will equate these two equations from this two expression, you can see P equal to this much, and here this P equal to epsilon naught epsilon r minus 1 into E. So I can write this epsilon naught epsilon r minus 1 into E will be equal to this much. So now if I will write it combinedly, I can write this is epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1 whole into E, this one, that is equal to this expression, that is equation 3, N alpha E divided by 1 minus N alpha divided by 3 epsilon naught. Okay. Now from this expression I can write, taking this 1 minus N alpha by 3 epsilon naught to the left hand side, this will be equal to n alpha E divided by epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1 into E. So here this E get cancelled. Now if I will take this n alpha by 3 epsilon naught to the right hand side, this will be 1 equal to n alpha by 3 epsilon naught, this will be plus n alpha divided by epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1. So I can multiply 3 here and 3 here. So multiplying 3 in the denominator and numerator of the second part of the equation, the second term of the equation, then this will be equal to again, if I will take common n alpha by 3 epsilon naught, this will be 1 plus this n alpha by 3 epsilon naught already taken common. So this will be 3 divided by epsilon r minus 1. Okay. Now I can write this n alpha by 3 epsilon naught, this is equal to, so this bracketed term simply I have to take to the left hand side. So this will be 1 divided by 1 plus 3 by epsilon r minus 1. Again, if I will solve this one, this will be 1 divided by epsilon r minus 1 plus 3 divided by epsilon r minus 1. So this will be minus 1 plus 3, that will be, this is your plus 2. So if I write it here, so this will be epsilon r plus 2. Epsilon r plus 2. Again, this is 1 divided by epsilon r plus 2 divided by epsilon r minus 1. This implies this is equal to simply epsilon r minus 1 divided by epsilon r plus 2. This is the value of n alpha divided by 3 epsilon naught, that is on the left hand side. So this is called the Clausius-Mosotti's relation. So here you can see this n alpha by 3 epsilon naught equal to epsilon r minus 1 divided by epsilon r plus 2, that is called the Clausius-Mosotti's relation, and it relates the dielectric constant to the molecular polarizability. Okay, so this epsilon r relation with the alpha you can calculate, and it also, this Clausius-Mosotti's relation also relates the dielectric constant to the atomic polarizability provided the condition of the symmetry holds. So the condition is that this dielectric constant, it will be related to the atomic polarizability, but the condition is that the symmetry property holds good. So this is all about your Clausius-Mosotti's derivation. That is n alpha by 3 epsilon naught equal to epsilon r minus 1 divided by epsilon r plus 2. Okay. Epsilon r is your dielectric constant and alpha is your molecular polarizability, and epsilon naught is the permittivity in the free space, and n represents the number of molecules per unit volume. Okay. So this is all for today. Thank you all.